Everyone, welcome back. Sorry I haven't really blogged since I redid my first video. Hadn't really known what to say. It's one of those where I want to put out good content and um, haven't done anything with filming yet because I haven't gotten a tripod for my camera, and if I don't have a tripod, well, I can still do it, just I want to get good angles, I want to put in good content, I need to look up video editing. I have a PC, I don't have a Mac, so I don't have the iMovie, so I have to look up that. So I kind of wanted to just talk, kind of ramble, Becca rambles, hashtag. I want to talk about something today about comparing yourselves to other people, comparing your food to what somebody else is eating, comparing your body to somebody else, comparing your training to someone else, your progress to someone else, what you do to someone else. It's so easy to do on social media where you see so many people's transformations and you see how successful they've gotten and you see how they're growing and they're changing, or their physiques are phenomenal, and we don't know how long their journey has taken. We don't know what stuff they might be doing on the side, who's helping them, who's not helping them, what are they doing. A lot of times the more money you have can help. Now, I'm not saying if you don't have a lot of money that you're not going to end up still being able to be that successful. You can, but people with more privileges can achieve more things faster, basically, whereas people like you and me, I'm not super privileged. I have to work very, very hard for anything I have. Paying to compete is a struggle for me, but I'm still going to do at least one show this year. But it's so easy to get wrapped up in other people and comparing yourselves. Why can't I have what they have? Why can't I look like this? Why can't I do that? They're eating all this wonderful food. Why am I not able to eat this? When in reality, one, food is just food. We can eat whatever we want, however we want. But everyone's bodies and everyone's genetics are different. We're all built differently. Even though you may be of a similar shape, build, and size to someone else, you're going to have a totally different metabolism, or not so much metabolism where we can have slower and faster metabolisms, but you may have a lower or higher TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, depending on how active you may or may not be outside of the gym. A lot of factors go into it. If you're genetically predisposed to having a higher amount of body fat, the adipose tissue, that is the cellulite on you, depending on if you track your macros, everybody's macros are different. Everybody's bodies need a different amount of food and fuel. Now, I fully advocate listening to your body, to yourself, and even though I am on prep and I'm following a set of macros, I know because I'm listening to my body while I'm on prep. So when I come off of prep and I reverse diet out and I go through reverse dieting for however long I want to reverse diet, because I really want to take the time after the show to completely put my body in 100% balance, change my metabolic set point to where it still runs efficiently and very well at a lower body weight, which that'll get into another video once I get more research on your metabolic set point and how you can change and adjust that. I want to get more research on that. But anyway, you know, where is I going with this? Oh yeah, post show, I really want to get that higher, get that more efficient, running more efficiently, keep my TDEE up while I'm at a lower body weight and body fat, so that my hormones can also balance out and regulate at that lower weight, so everything can work how it did when I was at a higher weight before my first prep and first cut a year ago. But it's really hard. Like, we go out in public, and even if we are comfortable in ourselves and confident in ourselves, it's easy to see another girl and be like, oh man, she's so pretty, why can't I be pretty like that? Or, oh, she has nice hair, why can't my hair be like that? Or, why can't my skin be that clear? Or, why can't my butt be this big? Or my hamstrings be this popping? Or my delts be this big? Or my chest be this strong? Or my abs be defined 24/7? Like, it's so easy to get wrapped up in everything else but ourselves, when what we should do is just focus on loving ourselves, growing ourselves, being the best that we can be, and just improving ourselves and not fitting into any certain mold. And I know that society keeps trying to put people into molds, like the ideal female look, the ideal male look, when technically we're trying to achieve an ideal look that isn't even there, because we can't be anyone but ourselves. We can only be ourselves. The only people that we can be is us. And trying to compare ourselves to others and then being down on ourselves, that's not going to help us progress. That's going to keep us from progressing. That's going to keep us from moving forward and being better and being all of these amazing people that I know that you are, I know that I am, I are, grammar, that we are, that we can be, but we have to stop comparing ourselves to others. I have friends who I met online. They're more fit than I am. They're more lean. They may be stronger. They're prettier. But I don't get down on myself for that fact. I see that, you know what, they're pretty, they're beautiful, they're strong, they're fit and healthy, they're genuine, good people, and we get along because we like the same things, we have similar views, or we're into the same things, and we're just all naturally, we're just nice, we're open, we're generous, we're kind, we love endlessly. And I know that even though that just because they're pretty, that does not mean that I'm not pretty. Just because they're very lean, that does not mean that I'm not fit and lean. Just because they're stronger does not mean that I'm not strong. We're also all at different points in our lives. Even if we have a tight-knit group of friends that we see all the time or we talk to all the time, everyone's at a different point in their life. Like, I may be prepping for a show right now, but some of my friends are in school. Whereas me, I'm working, I'm trying to do a career in a trade, I'm trying to go into more of a physical trade job with a backup of potentially going to school for either counseling or dietetic. I'm working on getting a new personal training certification, where my friends might be graduating from college with degrees, or they might be in school for a degree, or they might be working in a family business, or they might have gotten into a trade already, or who knows? They could have a great online coaching business that they could be doing great in whatever network marketing they do, whether Beachbody or Thrive or whatever are the other, multi-level marketing companies that they're at. Jamberry, Unique, you name it. You can be an entrepreneur, I mean, I have friends who are doing so many great things. It's just pushing me, and like reality setting in for me that like I'm really taking these steps to get into a career that like there's more to life than just competing. And I know this, and even though I'm prepping for the show, you know, I am prepped to do the show, but I'm also prepped to not do the show if life hands me the card to not do the show. Even though I am prepping, if life says, no, this isn't the time to do this show, life is going to tell me this and I will know as I go along. I'm not saying anything yet because obviously, like I said, I'm still working towards the career. But this may be the only show that I do. If I do it, awesome, because I'm doing it as a challenge to myself to prove that I did this once, I can do it again. But if things go a different direction, then, you know, I understand that too. Because life is going to throw you curveballs and it's going to send you in different directions, and you can't compare where you're at to where somebody else is at because you don't know what steps they took to get there. You don't know what they're doing to get there. You don't know how long it took them to get there. And we're all at different points in our lives, and we all just have to openly accept each other, love each other, and just don't compare. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Everything that we do, whether it's in fitness or in our schooling or in our education, everything we do molds us. And if you don't like where you're at, you can change it, but don't change yourself to try and mirror or encompass somebody else's life, to try and mimic what somebody else is doing. Make changes for yourself. Whatever you do, just make sure you're enjoying it, you're making the most out of it, like it's your life, your lifestyle. You do what you want to do. You do what's best for you, what's optimal for you, what fits you best. And what works for you may not work for someone else. It may not. But just don't compare. You're equally as pretty as the next 5 girls you see. You're equally as handsome as the next 5 guys you see. 5 guys, burgers and fries. Anywho, I digress. But just, there's no point in comparing, because that's when your self-esteem goes down. You feel down on yourself, you feel low, and we don't want that. We want to lift each other up. We want to make each other feel good. And the moment that we stop worrying about what somebody else is doing, what somebody thinks of us, stop comparing ourselves to someone else, that's when a lot of wonderful things happen. And I just want to let you know that you are all worth it. You're all beautiful people. No one is better than you, and you're not better than them. We're all equal in some way, shape, or form.